This is Korra
Finally,
Obidi.
Korra
Finally,
Obidi has
she has
decided
decided to
to
talk
talk
about
about her
the reason
marriage.
why
You
she
know,
left
she
her
wants to tell
husband
her
Justin
fans
Dean.
now what really
She and her
happened
sister, they're
and
going
the
to be
reason
talking
why
about it today
she
and a lot
and
more.
Justin
Guys,
Dean, her
this is so
ex-husband, they
awesome. You
separated.
know, I know a lot of people
And
have
she's
been
going to be
waiting
discussing this
to
thing
hear
with her
why
sister.
Korra
Okay, her blood
left her
sister will be
husband
joining
or why
her
her husband
to
left her.
talk to people, to
Because
talk to her fans
Justin
about it.
Dean, which is
You know,
Korra's
Korra promised
ex-husband,
that
has been the
she
one
will talk when she's
talking.
ready, that she don't want to
And Korra
say
promised to
something
talk
she will
when
regret.
she's
You know,
ready.
then she was
That she
angry,
said
she
she don't
was
want
really
to say
bored,
something
but
when she's not
now
ready.
she's
Because she don't want
better,
to say
she's
something
happy.
she will
So
regret. So
now
guys,
she feel
now
it's a good time to
Korra
tell her
Obidi and her
fans
sister, her
about
blood
her
sister,
marriage, about her
they
broken
are
marriage. So
here
now
to
she's
talk
ready to
about
tell her
Korra
sister.
because of
Like
what
she and her sister, they're ready to
someone
talk
wrote her
about it.
sister.
And her sister
So
also
guys, let me not take
use
much
this
of your
opportunity
time.
to also
I'm just
advise
going to leave
other
you,
women out
and
there.
so you
Okay.
listen
So
by
guys, I
yourself
want
and
you
hear.
guys to
And I
listen.
also want to know
So
what you
just
think
remember, she
of
cannot
this.
explain
This is
everything
not all anyway,
today.
she can't just
So,
stay,
you know, when you
sit
start
and
this
watch
story,
every
you have to
and
keep
talk
saying
about
it, talking
everything
about it. The
the
one you
same day. You
forget,
know,
you
it's
remember,
little by
you
little
talk
to be
about it.
coming out,
So, guys,
little
I will
by
be
little.
bringing you
So
guys
guys,
updates. As she's
as it's
dropping
coming
it,
out
I will
from
be
her, I will be
bringing
bringing
it
you
to you
guys
guys.
updates. Okay,
So,
so please,
just click that follow
if you
button.
have
If you
not
have not
followed my
followed this
page,
page,
do
click the
so by
follow
following,
button and
click that
turn on
follow
the
button
notification bell so you'll
and
be
turn on the
notified
notification
whenever
bell so you'll be
I
notified
drop new
whenever I
video.
drop any video.
And to my returning
And you
subscriber
can
and
also
to my
like
returning
and share. All
follower,
right,
thank you so
guys,
much for always coming
relax and
back.
watch.
Thank
Okay,
you. I appreciate you
bye.
all. And welcome once again to Elegant Gist. Okay, guys, let me leave you guys to listen and hear from the Aussie Smarts by yourself. Okay, guys. Bye.
I didn't teach you how to do anything. You are just you trained yourself.
You taught me how to
I
dance.
just made
You taught me how to dance, to cook, to everything. You bought me my first dance shoes. You can't remember?
I know, I remember that one because I get to keep for, I don't
You
know.
bought me my first dance shoes. This is my mom. And it's crazy
yeah.
because she's just 1 year older than me. But she is like my mother figure. Like, anyway, this guys, I'm just missing you.
Guys, I'm not that old, please. I'm not a mother figure. Not that old. I beg.
You're just 1 year older
I'm
than
still in
me,
my
but you're
30s
like
because
light years more mature.
he said they always come to my like, good evening, ma. Good evening, ma. I'm like, hey, Jesus. I beg.
Anyway,
it's not
so
that
please
serious.
introduce our topic for today.
Hello, everybody. You guys, you have a lot of people on your live. Wow, this is interesting. You know what 10,000 people look like in a stadium? This is a lot of people.
Okay, so what are we talking about? Should I introduce it?
Okay, so you guys, you know, I joined Facebook for the first time. I joined Facebook, was it last week? And immediately I came on Facebook, and the first time you put my handle on your page, you said you guys follow my sister and Ume. So a lot of people just came with drama. And then the first couple of messages I got really got me thinking about 2022, motherhood, being a woman in 2022, and what the society still believes a woman should be, or what a woman should look like and be like. So I came on Facebook, and the second day, I got 4 messages from 4 men, 4 different men, as in they looked like they even came from different countries. And then the most interesting one said, oh God, I wish, wait, hold on. I think I did a screenshot. The most interesting one said, oh, you are here on Facebook to, what's that thing I sent you?
You're here on Facebook to destroy your marriage, like your sister.
So you two, you come on Facebook to end your marriage, something like that. Trying to make it look like you know, I really wanted to hear this person's perspective because me, I'm not used to you guys, you know, just, I try to understand why somebody would say some things. So apparently I asked him, why do you think my marriage would end because I've come on Facebook? And he's like, well, go and ask your sister's husband that says social media is the one that destroyed your marriage. You too, you have come to Facebook to destroy your own marriage. You will not leave Facebook now. You have come to, I'm like, whoa, okay. So I asked him, do you realize that Facebook is actually people's full-time? Like, they don't have any other job. That's their full-time job. Or because you see it as a social media platform, you just believe that content creators are jobless and they have nothing to do. And so that is why I said, okay, we have to talk about this, because it looks like that energy is what, you know, people believe. That's what they bring to your page. And they need to be educated. If this is now in a very neutral ground, we're not saying, oh, haters. No, because really they might not be haters. They might just not understand that content creation is a job. It's a full-time job. It's a job that requires your attention, just like a regular 9 to 5. Sometimes you cannot have your children at your job, you know, at your job. You spend 8 to 9 hours at your 9 to 5, you know, regular people. And the moment a woman picks up the phone and says, okay, I want to create content, is look at it, oh my God, you don't have time for your family anymore. You don't have time for your children. Oh my God, all you care about now is social media. You are a narcissist. You have no, it's like, that's what I need us to talk about, because it looks like people don't realize that it's a job that requires attention, that requires a lot of, what's someone calling me? That requires a lot of attention, because it also brings money. So I want you to give me, if it's possible, I know you don't like spilling anything about your personal life, but I want you to tell me how you started and when it became a problem. Was it before you started making money? Was the support there before you started earning? Was it looked at the same way before you started earning and after you started earning? So that's what I really want to know, because, man, we need to talk about this thing.
You've always been an intellectual. You've always been the smartest one of all of us. You've always been the brainiac of the family, and thank you for bringing this topic up. A lot of people complain about women not being, you know, proactive in family life. They don't contribute 50-50 to financing the family's needs. And they also complain that women go out to look for work. So if you take up a job, you're a bad mom. If you decide, okay, let me pick up content creating and create content at home, you're looked at as selfish, narcissist who loves herself, who da 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 da. And content creation, like any other job, requires years. You have to put in years. It takes practice. It takes a lot of dedication. But it's the only job that will allow you to have your kids there while you do it. You're working from home. If you make your first few dollars and you beautify your home a little bit, you keep climbing the ladder of better and better content. You become your own boss. It gives you the peace of mind of not having to wake up to a screaming boss, of not having to run out of the house early in the morning to go to some job that you might hate. And for me, the beginning of content creation was not even for money. It was for putting my music out there. Social media was a...
What you hope that could get you money. I mean, of course, I remember, I'm sorry, I just had to turn on the fan because I started sweating like a goat. You know, we're in Nigeria. I hope you can still hear. Can you still hear me? Remember, there was a time you were feeling bad that you were not contributing, you know, in a very big way. And I was telling you that, you know, it was the same for me too. At some point in my life, I was not contributing. And I remember you were feeling so bad because you were getting heat. You were getting a lot of heat for not contributing. So, if the only way to actually contribute and be at peace with yourself is content creation, why are women still being bashed for the same thing? Because I really need women to understand, because most of men bash too because they really don't understand. Most times when they understand, they're like, whoa, wow. Okay, so this is a good opportunity, except the person had, let's say, an agenda from the get-go to be controlling, because I think everything boils down to control. I'm married to a correct Niger Igbo guy, and you would think that, oh, control is going to be from this side of Africa because, you know, of the patriarchy and the, you know, in Africa. But now that I'm starting to analyze this, like going back to the beginning, I'm thinking that this was all a control game from the beginning. And the moment there were issues with controlling, that's where the problem started. That's where social media became a problem. So you see what I'm saying? I'm saying, why is it that women are expected to earn, and then the moment they start to earn, it's a problem? you know,
I actually
and
believe that this has been a problem from time immemorial. It's not just with any race, forget race. It's just financial independence for a woman and how it is a threat to some men's masculinity and their ability to provide for their children. And if a woman begins to do that, if a woman begins to be financially free, not having to ask her husband for anything, it could play on some of their insecurities, thereby leading to some, abusive stuff, which can in turn contribute to. You want to see your auntie?
Yes.
Judy. Judy.
Say hi.
I'm going to see you very soon. Do you know that?
Said you look very
Say hi to Cheche.
Your cousins. Oh, my boo boo.
Say hi, Cheche.
Say hi.
Hi.
Look at your.
She's not even looking at the camera.
So beautiful.
Look at Boo Boo and
What?
Boo Boo and
Okay.
my daughter look.
You don't know your nephew's name.
They look the exact same way. Boo Boo and my daughter. They look alike.
Hey, Jesus.
You don't know that house. Donut house.
Yeah, that's Auntie Nancy's house.
Mommy, I see my house.
Yeah.
The donut. The midnight run.
You should just call me.
No, she said she started saying master for some reason. I don't know what that is.
What did you just say?
Okay, we're gonna have a lot of fun on the playground. I'm gonna take you there, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Go meet Auntie Amy. She's gonna give you some of the cookies that I gave you.
You have a lot of interesting comments in your comment section. A lot of women are saying, well, it's true. Do you know, I know a woman who, when I started YouTube, Chacha, calm down. She was in my culinary school and she knew how to cook really well. And she had the dream of becoming a YouTube content creator. She saw people, doing that full time and she really wanted to do that. And then she started off on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Facebook picked up really fast. And then she made her husband her admin. And this is a true life story now. True life story. In 2020, she already had like 50K on Facebook. And then that's when all of a sudden, and that's when all of a sudden the guy started saying, you're not contributing to the house nowadays. Everything in your life is about social media. He was an admin for a long time. And then she called me when we were still in culinary school to say that, Nancy, I've been logged out of my page. Nancy, I can no longer access my Facebook. And I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, I can't access my Facebook anymore. My husband has logged me out. Like, he has logged me out and I don't know what to do. And I was like, I was still on YouTube. I've never come to Facebook. I didn't even know that Facebook was, could be monetized. And I was like, why? She's like, that he started saying that she was not taking care of the child, her child. She had just one child and she was pregnant. And she said that even a pregnant man can't even rest. They're coming on Facebook. What are you coming to do? That she come and start cooking online and then delaying his food, but not cooking enough for them. So it had taken over their life. She had to change everything. No, please. So she had to leave. And then they kept having fights. And then one day, she just woke up, came back from antenatal, and she was locked out. And she was like, Nancy, Edjo, what is going on? So, yes, that's.
So I'm gonna divulge some personal details because you're my blood sister, right? And we're talking in public. It's a public forum. Up until the beginning of this year, I had Justin as an admin in my Facebook. And there had been constant, everyday, problems with my time on social media and all of that, up until when it started to pay. Once the money started to come, it now became go, 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 my student loans, go, 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 my student loans, right? And so that is what constantly was my day. wake up, do it, because it has started to pay, right? But before it started to pay, I was being called all sorts of names. There was heat. I was called a leech, a parasite. There was nothing that I was not called when I was not monetizable, you know. And these are these things that I did not want to talk about. But you're my blood sister, I will speak. You know, these are the things that we have to talk about based on the fact that when the money starts to come, they want to claim ownership of it. Like you are their property, so your money is their property as well. And if there's no money,
But funny enough, this guy liked the fact that she was earning. But I don't know, they got into a fight and then it was boom. Looks like you don't even know your place anymore. It's like, so let me just, put you in your place, and then he logged her out. And I'm like, he started claiming that social media took over her life. And this is someone that spent at least 10 hours away from social media every day. When people say, oh, you live on social media, can't you go and rest? You do some rest. You're always on live. I'm like, how many hours do you come on live every day? It's 1 hour, max 2 times a day. So max 2 hours a day. These are people that have 9 to 5 jobs. So they spend at least 8 hours at their place of work. So I'm like, okay, so if you see this thing as just fun, and somebody is coming live twice in a day, less than an hour, and you think that it's okay to drag the person because you feel like the person is now living online. Because that's what he said. He said she was living online. She said, Nancy, Joe, please, I cook 1 hour a day.
I think that it's an amazing opportunity for the modern woman, to be honest, because content creation has now become
1 hour a day. You have time for your family, and they're like, oh no, yeah. I said, if you dedicate, you cannot grow your page if you don't dedicate time to engage, to do other things. You should dedicate the same 8 hours everybody else dedicates to their own separate job. So why is it that anytime someone picks up the phone, it's like, narcissist, you're the one, you are living on your phone, you have no time for your family. I'm like, okay. And you know one thing I wanted to say, as a public health professional, when people talk and I see comments online, I'm like, hey, do you know the definition of a bad mom? Do you know the most important indication for motherhood, whether or not it's good or bad? It's the child. When you look at the child that the person is taking care of, you should be able to tell whether or not that's a bad mom. Okay? So someone said, Nancy, they are playing too rough. No children, they are playing too.
You should be ready. You should be ready for those kind of comments, man. It's coming.
Anyway.
It's coming.
Anyways, how can somebody say that someone that didn't take care of the child since she was born, the child has never been sick for 1 day, the child has never been admitted in a hospital, the child has never had a reason to be hospitalized, come online and say that this person is a bad mom? I can't understand it. In my mind, I'm like, I see patients, I practice clinically, I see patients, I have a course where I see parents that have 9 to 5s and their children are sick every month, basically having the flu, catarrh, malaria, TB. I'm talking serious conk illnesses, and these children are children of 9 to 5ers. Do you get? People are not looking at those people as, oh, you're such a bad mom, you don't have time for your children, you're always going to work every day. They want to have time for themselves. They want more time. They wish they could work from home, but they can't. They can't afford to. So but why is it that the concentration of the entire world is on this woman that is on social media for 2 hours a day, posting once or twice a day, but somehow she's living online? Because
they spend the time to watch me and then rewatch my video. They spend more time on my social media than I spend creating the content. And it's appalling, because I will always advise any woman that has, like for me, I was an immigrant. I was coming, I hadn't gotten my green card, so I couldn't work. The only thing I could really do was content creating. I had the talent for dancing. I said, okay, I'm going to pick up my phone, pick up a tripod. I'm going to start creating content. And I will always advise any woman to start creating content. Content is the future, and it is the future. And the 9 to 5 is phasing out.
It's the new gold. It is the new gold.
9 to 5 is phasing out, and people are not going to be able to do the 9 to 5 anymore as much as content.
Especially
as content creators, you are able to out your income, passive and active income. And people do not believe this. They think that, no, I'm just here to show.
Maybe you should tell them. Maybe you should tell them that, look, if you are on Facebook, maybe I should tell them, because I'm starting to see that Facebook is something. I mean, I just joined Facebook and I've been reading a lot about how Facebook can be monetized. For the women, listen on Korra's live. Hello, Korra's fans.
This is my elder sister.
If you are a woman,
this is my big sis, my blood.
hello, people.
So,
yeah. Hello, Korra's fans. So, just in case you are wondering what Korra does online, please, this is her main job. This is her 9 to 5. This is her full-time job. Facebook pays her. I'm sure you already know. You guys send her stars. It's important for her to stay here because she earns here. And if she doesn't show up, she's not going to earn. And she doesn't earn, she won't be able to care for herself and her family. Okay, it is important for everybody, if possible for the husband and wife to be earning a side income from social media in 2022. It is important, especially living in America where everything is expensive. I know how content creators in Nigeria are balling. Like, they are on all platforms, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. They are monetized everywhere. And these guys are living better lives than even the best engineers working in the best companies. So it's not nice to bash people. I saw those messages and they're from men, and I'm like, I have to talk to you about it, because that's the way they see you and they feel like, oh, they're coming here to destroy your own marriage too, because social media spoils your sister's marriage. I'm like, social media didn't destroy the marriage. That's not what destroyed it. It's somebody's ability to earn and someone's, oh my God, it's not happening situation that spoils that marriage. So I'm just saying that, please, you guys, when you want to talk, imagine yourself earning too from Facebook, not just being a spectator. Imagine yourself owning a page as well. And also try and work towards owning a page, because my sister has opened my eyes to this thing and I cannot believe my I cannot believe my eyes. She kept saying on Facebook, even myself at some point, I was like, you too, Sam, you know, go rest. Because the way they are saying the thing is like, you even leave your Facebook. But now that I'm on Facebook, I'm like, I've gone live. And I practically came back from work, went live, cooked dinner, went to bed. I'm like, isn't that someone who look at my sister that I went live and say, hey,
I'm living on Facebook.
you're spending your I said, because I'm like, is this what my sister does that people are saying she lives on Facebook? Because I really don't get it. Women, especially you women that find a lot of joy making it look like, okay, you can never be that like that. Yes, I know my sister she's very creative with a bum bum. So, but she is here to earn. I don't even get power to talk the way she shall be make her own money. But my own is that if you find out that somebody is on social media a lot to you, it's probably because they're earning and you should leave them alone. Or you too should find a way to earn, especially if you're a woman in 2022. Do not let a man be in control of you. I mean, when you're earning on the Facebook, keep your men out of the admin, okay? Keep them out for a while until you both are on the same page when it comes to transparency, because that's also a thing. If you are not transparent as partners, like if your partner doesn't know what you're earning, I don't know whether that was your issue, but they need to know, okay, what's my wife earning? Let me not go and overestimate what she's earning. Like, hey, you're not earning $5 million.
1 million.
As you have done to shake your ass. You're a millionaire, I'll shave arrest.
I claim it, I accept it. I'm a millionaire in the name. Amen. Amen. I'm a millionaire. And I speak it into existence.
Yes.
I speak it into existence. Yes. But once once the situation becomes, that's about that, Oh my God, I'm still like jittering. My sister is on my life. I don't know how to act.
This car get away. Me that I'm like, I think I told the people in your life. This is a full stadium. Oh my Jesus.
Wait, let me start working.
And people are speaking. Come sit your bum down.
My son, will you sit down there?
Wait, I'm imagining that all the women here, maybe like 80% of them are women, right? I don't know if a lot of men watch your lives, but I'm hoping that this conversation will help them see that in 2020,
another person for
your bum shaking is therapeutic. Amen.
Yes, it is. Sometimes you can be watching
here
it
to
and
watch.
you'll be hypnotized and you go into a trance and sleep. It's therapeutic. It's an ancient tradition passed down from our grandmothers. Yes.
You see this Agbaya. My husband is there doing.
Oh, look at that's a dad. That's a sweet daddy.
I swear, when he heard that people could make money on Facebook, he said, please, please. Because this is someone that is bankrolling me, really, to be honest. Even my business, I can't even come and lie. This person, they bankroll me. He wants me to have my own money. That's where I want people to realize, like, I need all the women on your platform to get it. Like, if you are with somebody who is initially supportive until you start to earn, and you find that there's a change in the way the person starts to, behave towards you, and it's seeming like it's kind of controlling, then it's better for you people to just talk it, say it there and then. Okay, what's going on? Because before I started earning, he was the same. He pushed me to earn because he was like, I cannot be the only person bringing money in this family. Ejo, we are going to have 2 children that are going to go to Harvard. So the earlier you start making money, the better for us. So he was like, you earn, you make money because we need to make it. And he invested in me being able to create a brand that was able to earn me money. My money is in my name. It's in my own account. I control what happens to my money. And I think that women, all the women here listening, it's important for you to realize that everything that you own should belong to you. You are supposed to be empowered. Whether somebody is supporting you or not supporting you, the moment you start to feel control, then it wasn't legit from the get-go. So it's very important. When I hear people say, that thing pains me, because I'm like, which one is social media spoils marriage? If the man and the woman are in on it, like now, my husband is like, because now you do the one, it's not 1 hour life. Do the 1 hour life so that you can grow your business. So that because if I make money, I can say, okay, let's go for dinner. Let everybody go and eat somewhere. Like, I want to buy an extra car for this family.
I want to point out is the fact that this race thing, oh, marry a white man, they're very loving, they don't do this, they don't do that. Oh, it's a lie. We all bleed black, we all bleed red, white or black. And if you're going to a particular race thinking you're going to get a particular thing, or because they're that particular race, Jane Mellon's husband is black. Lie. Your husband is black. Many men who are black are not controlling. Many men who are black want to see their wives earn. Many men who are black, so it's not really about a race thing. Oh, if anything, it's all about understanding, love, communication, and basically, but well, I'm the one with the failed marriage. Let me shut up my mouth. Let me shut up my mouth.
Again, failed marriage, marriage. Now, I'm sure you are knowing that marriage is now not a do or die situation. I'm sure the events of the world has been able to teach you that it's really what life is about. It's not about, being married. Because in Africa, we adore weddings. We adore the idea of staying together regardless of the pain and suffering. That's why there's so many damaged people. We need therapy in Africa. A lot of us need therapy because people are damaged, like emotionally destroyed. In the name of staying in a marriage, their children are destroyed mentally, emotionally. They just keep producing hurt people. And that is what staying in a marriage where there's a lot of strife, a lot of issues can cause.
I saw a
To
video
me,
of
me,
and her husband, and the man literally was hurling an iron to hit her head. He gave her a head.
Please, I saw that video. I don't want
Oh my God.
Please,
It was when I saw that video, I was cringing. And that is what happens when you ignore abuse. It just keeps going until when you die. She lost her life. She did. She lost her life. Anyway.
I am just happy for you. I was excited to come on this level. I was like, oh my God, you are doing this. You're keeping your platform is on check. You're doing this. You're making money. So then everybody that is, having their 2 cents, because when you are following someone, I think Facebook tends to show you all the videos. I go to watch. Every time I go to watch, and I refresh it, I see Korra Obidi, my advice to Korra Obidi. My advice to Korra Obidi, like 1 billion advices. And then these videos are getting traction. But then they don't know what's going on. And they're talking from outside. they don't even know exactly. And I like the fact that you haven't said what is going on, because I mean, it just leaves them to guess, and then they feel like they're living in your house because of that 40 minutes video a day that they see. But then I need people to realize, if you don't take anything out from this life, take the fact that people work on social media. The fact that you see a 2-hour video of someone's day doesn't mean that you know anything about their lives. Doesn't mean that you know anything about their 24 hours that they spent that day. And that definitely doesn't. It's just like you saying, oh, I know you from seeing you at work. I knew some people at work, but then you hear some things about them. You spent 8 hours with them there. When I worked as a nurse, somebody did something outside work, and then I was like, it's not possible for her to do that, but apparently she was an admin outside work, and we didn't know. So it was like, you don't even know someone when you spend 10 hours with them a day. Talk less of when you see only 2 hours, and then you just come and you have an opinion. Hey, that's Nancy, that's Korra. You see, Korra, this guy. I said, oh, Jesus. But then I am grateful for you and the fact that you have managed to do this. You have no idea. But now that I'm trying to grow Facebook, I'm like, what did you do to grow 5 million? What the? And nobody's seeing this. Nobody's seeing that somebody grew her page to 5 million and is able to earn. They're not seeing that. They're saying, oh, social media has taken over her life. 40 minutes every day. She's here showing us the nyash. She's shaking the You grew this page, so you have to be proud of yourself. Now that I know how much people can earn from doing their thing, just creating content on Facebook, it's important for every woman on this life to open their eyes. If you can, create content. Go online, figure out what it is you want to share with the world, and share it. Instead of coming online to waste that time you're spending on someone's life with the same amount of time the person is spending doing the life. You could have made money doing that. You could have. Create your own page, and instead of dragging people down, make your own money while you're here. Okay? So it's not about being, some people are really not that, they're not bitter, they're not haters. They don't understand that this is a job. And they too can earn. So you too earn. So you know, oh my God, it's usually it's usually from the people that are the white people. They don't really understand this. They don't understand that. Let me not even talk again. But I'm happy. I'm so happy for you, and I'm grateful.
Thank you, big sis.
Every time I'm like, that's my sister. She grew that. She grew it. Yeah. Why you see now? You see, me and my sister, we don't have the same views on shaking.
We do not share similar views. She does not believe in shaking bum bum. No, she's a woman.
Okay, Nancy, you have to do your song. You have to create my own song for me. He said, it's Nancy's kitchen. Someone came to my comment and said, it's Nancy's kitchen. I said, please, I have to go and tell Korra to do voice for me. I needed to do song. Go and do song for my own kitchen. And I don't want to say, it's Nancy's kitchen. I want another different song.
To do something.
So please.
Nancy's kitchen. When the sun
is you go live with
sky, then you know it's Nancy's kitchen.
Stop shaking this. Wait, let me touch this thing. Is there milk inside? I'm trying to see if I can feel the breast from here.
Yes,
there's milk. Why is it all coming out? Why is it that my own was coming out anyhow with any small thing to just stain the entire?
Are you serious?
I swear.
As soon as my nipples feel cloth, it will just seal.
My own never sealed though. It was a leaking. I needed vulcanizer at every point to patch the leaking. It was always leaking. I swear, even inside bra.
But remember, Ekene, you had the best breasts of all of us. Your breasts were amazing. Your breasts are still amazing. You will never show anything, but
it's not the same.
Your breasts.
You don't fall.
You have the best.
It was once
oh
break.
My God, your breasts are like yellow oranges. I remember your breasts.
It's all past now. But women suffer. Women really suffer. You don't see the way you're just doing this thing like it's easy. You know, you just born, you just carry flat belly, they show everybody, oh my God. There's something I read yesterday, I almost fainted. In fact, the person said something about black ash or something, but in my mind, a lot of things that people say, it's not like they just don't know. It's a lot of ignorance going about, and every time you come on live, I really appreciate it if you told people, before you go ahead and say, oh, you're spending your whole life on social media, you are here to earn, they too can earn. encourage them to you to go open Facebook page, not personal page. Open a Facebook page. Even if I use that page to troll, it's better to use that page to troll. So at least it will show footprints, digital footprints everywhere, and you can count towards your engagement. So open Facebook page. You to earn. I want to empower
Aside
you to
from even
woman.
earning, whatever your business is, you can use your social media as a promotional platform to sell your products, even before you earn.
Man.
Because before I even started earning, for me, Facebook was a way to get my music to different countries. Nobody knew that I was even an artist until I put it on social media and I started hyping it with my dancing. So that is it's free. It's a free engine for everybody. The way you use the engine is up to you. Facebook is free. You can literally go and open a Facebook. It's absolutely free. But the way you use it is different. Everybody can use it differently. If you have a business, instead of you to pay for ads and everything, you can use your social media engagement to drive traffic towards your products.
Exactly. Me, I do that. You guys, you know about the pot because my sister
and
is
you're
always
also
she's always talking about
creating amazingly engaging, colorful, interactive content. So even if I take people to your page, they're not gonna not follow like she doesn't have any content. They're gonna go and say, oh my God, and click on follow because you have put on the blueprint and it's already looking nice. It's an amazing platform. It's an amazing, for me, social media is an amazing platform. They say, the doctors and everyone is saying that it's addictive. Yes, everything in life done in excess can be addictive. Anything is all about.
I have people that they're typing for work. They're still at work because they want to hit targets. They want to be promoted. In fact, that I know someone that sells at Lagos Island. Sometimes she leaves work at 10 because she wants to just drive straight. She doesn't want to get into third mainland traffic. But imagine getting to work before 8 a.m. and staying till 10 p.m. But you come along and say, always online. Cat girl. It's like, yo, you are always at work too. You want to make your life better. So everything everybody does online, everything you do online at this point is going to help you grow. You know that, right? Even if you're just commenting on somebody's page, you're verified. So it's a footprint. It's going to help your page grow. It's work. It's actually work. It's not just, oh, you just want to socialize. No, at this point, it's a full-time job. So me, I'm just like every woman on this page, you guys are a lot here. So I just felt like, man, you had to talk about this. Before you open your mouth to say that somebody's marriage failed because, it was on social media, that's not what made the marriage fail, okay? The person's work, or the person's partners, I'm trying to be very careful with my words now because I don't want to, come off as anything, but that's not what faults the marriage because contrary to what I'm getting as messages, you are here for your marriage to spoil. It's going to spoil in Jesus' name. Hey, Jesus, God forbid. It's not even a matter of God forbid. It cannot spoil because even me and my husband are at that point where I can give you my admin. Take it because I know you have my back. If you want to spoil it, how will I pay you all the money I'm owing you? You spoil it. I don't owe you, basically. How I go take pay him? You carry the social media. He wants me to be successful. If he sees me filming in the middle of the night, I broke my entire kitchen down. I inconvenienced my entire family for a whole month because I wanted my kitchen to look fine. This guy did not eat anything at home for a whole month. Some husbands be like, because you want to please social media, you want to please people that are not your family. But he knows that that's my money. That's how I eat. If my kitchen is not fine, I sell pots. I cannot eat. I will not make money. You can't be the only person making money because then the insult will start. You need your wife to make money too. He wants me to be free financially. So he's willing to actually go through a period of suffering just for me to get what I need so that I can advance my cooking career, sell my pots. It's like, oh wow, nice, you put glass for your pot. Yeah, oh shit. And it's like, yes, it's not going to bring money for me to scatter the kitchen. But then the fact that I wanted to do it and he said, please go ahead. It's for your own good. That's what everybody should seek in a partner, especially as a woman in 2020. If you want to be successful, regardless of what you're doing, any single thing you're doing or your personal work, at some point, if you marry the wrong man, advancing is going to end your marriage. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Content creation, it doesn't matter. If you advance too high for them, that inability to control you will end the marriage. It will end it. So instead of wishing someone bad and saying, oh, this, trying to stay in your distance and say, this is what ended somebody's marriage, it has gotten to her head, fame, this. No. It's the fact that she grew too much, too high for the marriage, and the marriage couldn't take it. It was, nobody's going to point fingers now, but it was not right from the beginning. And so every woman here should learn that. Get the right partner that will see you grow. Because even now, the two richest women in the world, most of the richest women are married. And if you look at their marriages very well, they have husbands that want them to just they have and they go. Hey, it's for all of us will enjoy. You get, nobody's trying to control it, nobody's trying to tell you what to do with it. It's just happiness for the men that, wow, my girl is earning. So please, I know sometimes people talk from a place of jealousy, or let me just say not being able to understand. But please, please be kind with your words. I'm trying to read this to people, oh my God. One said, after you make all the money, what are you going to do with it? I'm sure that's a man.
You know, I get a lot of messages from men, different men, always men, telling me this is not a life that you can never be happy alone. You will die in sorrow. You will die in. And I'm just like, how about hey, God? Then they'll come and say, you will never find peace until you go back to your husband. I'm like, okay. I don't want to divulge any personal. When I talk about my story, when I talk about it.
Look at this video, sweating.
Daddy. What is that? Oh my gosh.
Daddy got a skeleton face.
Daddy has a skeleton face. Oh my God. Was that for Halloween? Was it for Halloween? I miss you guys.
See my,
this is the Obidi clan.
My last born.
Actually, the Umi clan. Before your husband will kill me.
Elena, come out of the. Sorry, my love. But you people running upstairs. Why are you sweating like this?
We are running.
Jesus. Oh yeah, go. Please go. And me and Korra are talking about X-rated things.
What does X-rated mean?
X-rated.
You had no one chance.
What on?
Someone said you probably have someone new already. Hey, nah, wow. Hey, there's no winning for men. For men, it's not somebody. The marriage was not there. That's the thing. We men need to be able to earn to the highest of their potential without anybody looking at it as anything. It's not narcissism to come online and work. It's not narcissism to look after your money. And to look after your money, you have to show up on social media. That's not narcissism. That's working. That's what you go to work to do every day. And the earlier men especially understand it the better, because for someone to just come and text me and that's the beginning of my marriage failure, I'm like, hello, I'm just looking for more money. It's the same thing as a woman hawking gala on the road. Because help my life here. I need to know how your brain works. Because, somebody said, wait, hold on. Oh, looking for men for green card. Trying to get to US. What's doing this one? Please, a star is a star, regardless. You know, any country where she did, she go hammer. The fact was that somebody, let me not talk now, but she outgrew the marriage because she was not able to earn more, and it was just coined to mean something else. So that's what you should be looking at. So yeah, I'm just happy for you. Please do not let. Anyways, you're the one that's supposed to be giving me lessons on being strong and not listening to haters.
No, you know who still feel the brunt of my cry. You're the one I always call, and you say, "Don't call me. I was not there when you were making the decision." But you're the one that was still.
Me, I've not been a soldier for you to cry on, because I've already told you from the beginning. When I learned something in this life, not